Good morning, everybody. And once again, welcome to the channel, Gray Cloudy Day. I am Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. I'm uploading a Jesus Calling, June 19th reading right now. I shared a few things also from Conscious Union with God by Joel S. Goldsmith. And I shared like a couple or three of my writings that I wrote like sometime from last year to now. I don't ever think that I'm the actual author. It's coming outside of me, into me, through my hands. Anyway, the point of this video is that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Jesus Calling today, I was going to go into a little bit about what happened this morning. But by the end of the video, I realized I need to just share a little brief. I'm going to share a little about what happened yesterday. And then it'll lead up to this morning. So yesterday evening, there's some neighbors in this trailer park that have supposed to have been gone for like a month at least. They're getting evicted, but they have not left really. But they've been gone for a few days, and they've been leaving their dogs. Like last week, they left their dogs in the trailers all day for 2 different days with no food and water, and they were gone all single day. There's no shade in this trailer park. It was very hot. Very, very wrong. Animal control had been here, but the people showed up and cried, and the guy said, well, I'll give you till tomorrow to find a place to take the dogs, all this. We're talking about 7 different dogs. Some of them are still puppies, but they're all like about knee high almost. So they're really bigger than my puppies. Okay, the point being is, so they came in yesterday afternoon, and they were parked down there. All of a sudden, I was getting ready to lay down. I took my shoes off, my socks off, had my flip-flops on. I was just kind of going to lay down, watch some YouTube or a movie or a TV show, and maybe relax and drift off. You know, I'd had a long day, a very good day overall. But the day ended with, as I got up, and wandered through my living room, I could hear dude down there screaming, and I looked out my window, and he had a broomstick. And he was beating every one of them dogs in the yard. They were all out of the house, out of the trailer, because evidently when they got in, they opened the door, all the dogs came out. They don't take care of the dogs anyway. He was literally beating them with a broom handle or a mop handle or something. Well, I didn't know that the neighbor that lives behind me was in the window of their room videotaping this. I screamed out of my living room window, you better stop it. I think I might have used a few cuss words. I said, buddy, you ain't going to do that here. And I came out of my trailer and started walking towards their trailer, which is a few trailers down on the other side of the driveway. And I was just, man, I was on fire. I was screaming, man. I hollered. I said, man, you going to stop. I said, you are going to stop. I said, I'm calling the law, buddy. And look, man, Gray Cloud ain't one to be hollering, I'm going to call law at all, really. Now, if I need to, I'm going to. I mean, I didn't know the dude ain't very big. I'm not scared of him. But when someone's that violently beating on anything like that, I didn't know what might happen if I went on down there. I knew I was either going to get hurt and then also hurt him in the process, or, whatever. And because I literally could smack this dude one time and he'll hit the ground. But he's on meth, and he's on like a lot of pain pills. He's a drug addict. I am a drug addict too. I know what it's like sometimes. I don't do I don't do hard drugs anymore at all. I don't do any hard drugs. I do smoke a little pot. That's about it. Occasionally I like to do a psychedelic or something, but for me, hard drugs is meth, cocaine, crack, heroin, pills, all that. I don't do that, and I don't drink. I mean, I have took a few nips over the past couple of years, but it's been very little, and I don't have a desire to. I don't want to go back to that. I've came too far. So let's get to the point. So my neighbor behind me had videotaped this. I had gotten my phone. I was going to call, but then Kaylee, the neighbor, she called. I waited. The police officer that came, we all know him. Matter of fact, when I'd be walking Ladybird, anytime he's passing by, he stopped and talked to me. And I've never had any legal issues here in Alabama, so I'm on good standing. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, but we got the video to the police. He got it, like, she emailed it to them, and then he told her to save the video in case, and he was going to go show the video and try to get a warrant. Because what happened when I screamed I was going to call the law, I didn't know Kaylee was calling the law. I didn't know she was videotaping it. But they jetted out of here in a hurry. They skedaddled. They got in the car and they were gone, left the trailer wide open, and every single one of the dogs running around in the trailer park. Now, the mama dog is like, I don't know how old she is, but she's a pit bull. She's the mama. She's a dominant dog, just like Ladybird. Well, this morning when I woke up, there was a bunch of commotion going on outside. My puppies were barking. All of them dogs down there were barking. Ladybird was outside, but I didn't pay attention. I didn't see her. I hollered at my puppies and got them back to my trailer, told them get the butts in here so they'd shut up. I didn't know what was going on. A little while later, Ladybird come in, and I'm sitting on my bed like I am now, and I was talking to my neighbor Betty this morning. She was getting ready to go somewhere and all that. And I was talking to her this morning, and we were talking about yesterday, everything that happened. Because it was pretty sickening, man. Like, Kaylee tried to show me the video. I seen enough of it live happening while he was swinging and literally hurting these dogs. And it made me sick to my stomach. Now, I'm not going to say I'm an angel. There has been times in my life when I was in an active addiction phase and drunk all the time that I have been known to take and lash out towards other, I've had animals that I've not beat to death or nothing, but I've lashed out, and I shouldn't have been that way. That's a long time ago. What I'm saying is I'm man enough to admit that there's been times in my life that because of whatever I was doing, and there's no excuse for it, but I was not always the nicest to some of my pets. But I never did nothing like what I saw yesterday, and it sickened me to death because Ladybird is my baby. And these two puppies, unless, hopefully I can get rid of them, but I'm training them good. They come back to me, they listen to me, I'm getting them to stay in my yard, but the boy dog's going to be bigger than Ladybird, and I can't keep, I am literally out of dog food this morning. I have $10 to my name. I'm going to try to hustle today because I got to get something going. I'm going to need more toilet paper. I'm going to need more dog food. I'm going to need a lot of stuff, before I get paid. I got a whole nother, okay, this week is halfway through. I've got all of next week and then the next week before I get paid. So it's a doozy, but I'm not complaining. I'm blessed to be alive. The point being is, Ladybird had gotten in a fight, I think, with that mama dog down there because Ladybird has on her left ear, she was bleeding, and there's a little open wound, but it's not anything I think that I need to take her anywhere. And I know that dog don't have no rabies, so I'm not worried about that. I just, Ladybird's really never been in a fight, and she is completely acting different right now, so she's laying here right beside me, right where I would lay on my bed. I moved my pillows because she had her head on one of my pillows and a little bit of the blood got on it. And I moved my pillow. I'll change my pillowcase. And, if any of you guys, I know that, I know Tomcat has animals. I know that he cares about his animals. I care about my animals, I've got them two puppies. I've got the little Chihuahua here that's older than dirt, bad eyesight, no teeth. I have to feed her little bits of hot dogs. That's about all she can eat. And maybe a little dry cat food. She can eat that. It's small enough. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? And I got Ladybird. And Ladybird's my baby because she's the oldest. She's the one I've had the longest. Now, little Lucy's the oldest dog, but I've had Ladybird longer. Little Lucy was a rescue that came up. She came up in my yard. She belonged to the neighbors on the other side of the fence of the trailer park. And she got out one night and they didn't really care. And they don't want her anyway. So she's in a better place with me. And then, my cat comes and goes. And he don't ever come in till late in the evening. And then he wants to be fed. Like, a lot of times I'm already laying in the bed, relaxed. I've done got comfortable. And then all of a sudden my cat decides to come in and he's hungry. But, a cat will be a cat. I love cats. I love dogs. I mean, I love all kinds of animals, man. I like spiders. I like snakes. I like frogs. I like turtles. You know what I mean? I like fish. I like birds. I love birds. I love birds. Uh, it's just, I love nature. I love nature. I love, it was disheartening yesterday, and it hurt my heart to see that ladybird's hurt, but she ain't real bad off. She's probably not going to be too active today because I've been up and out and went over to the neighbors and walked around. And she's just been right here on the bed resting. And I think I haven't seen the other dog that she fought, so I have no clue what it looks like. I hope Ladybird's the winner because she ain't too beat up, really. I really don't hope any of them are hurt. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, uh, hopefully they are able to get a warrant for the guy that was beating on the dogs, and they'll find him because their car was in the video. He knows what the police know what the car looked like. They know what they're looking for. He said, if we can't find them out in town or whatever, we'll just come back over here eventually. We'll catch them here because more than likely the landlord's going to have to actually take it to court, get some paperwork served. All she's done is gave them her own personal notice. She ain't went through the court system, and it's probably going to end up being that these people will probably stay as long as it takes to make them legally leave. But hey, it is what it is. And I hope y'all have a good day. I didn't know this was going to be this long either, but I'm going to, it was crazy, dude. I've never my neighbor Sonia was like, she's like, that's almost as bad as beating on a kid. And I said, yeah. I said, a kid's a little different, but yeah, my animals are like, I don't have children, but my animals I consider like my children. And most people do consider a lot of their pets like children. So, and I told Sonia, I said, well, if he had been down there beating a kid like that in the yard, I definitely would have been down there. I wouldn't have cared who. You could have beat me with a stick, but you wasn't going to do that. And, maybe I should have not said anything and just called, but I wanted him to stop. And if you saw the video, it would turn your stomach. It's not very nice. Disgusting is what it is. It's absolutely disgusting. What else can I say? I care. And I care more than a lot of people. I'm not saying I'm any better than anybody. I know a lot of you viewers are very caring people. A lot of you have helped me out over the past few years. You have helped me, literally, sent me funds when I was down and out. You've sent me gifts. You have been there for me. Most of the time I'm sitting here by myself and it's just me and God, and that's okay, but I got you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And these ain't fake tears, man. I'm being real. Till next time, Mr. Great Cloud says the eternal moment over and out. Ditto.